This podcast is rated M. This is the M-Balm Effect, your one-stop shop for unfiltered discussions.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. Well, maybe not of all ages, but maybe of mature ages. Welcome to another episode of the M-Balm Effect, number 243. I'm your host, the M-Balm, and today I'm going to talk about some things that might have your underwear twisted and give you a atomic wedgie, because it's so twisted of what we're going to talk about today, and some of the things, it just makes you scratch your head. Other things you go, that's weird. How do certain people have a job still a year later after they did something stupid? And other people make you question what world they're living after they commit illegal acts of public indecency. All of that and much more here today on this episode of the M-Balm Effect. I will start off by saying this past week, I have been suffering some excruciating pain in my sciatic nerve on my left side. I'm no stranger to this pain. Almost a decade ago, I actually had a microdissectomy done, which is a surgery to help clear away some of the, the tissue, not the tissue, it's the thing in your back that, it's pressing against your nerve. And bear with me as it's been excruciating, especially walking and standing. And right now I'm dealing with it as best as I possibly can. But when I say it's excruciating, it's not fun. What I meant to say is the disc. They cleared away some of the discs so that way the disc that was herniated, because I had a herniated disc about 10 years ago, and I've been fine since. Every so often I would get some, back pain here and there, nothing like this. The nerve pain is what gets you. I could deal with muscle pain, I could deal with the aches and all that stuff, but the nerve pain runs down all the way down from your back, down your ass, and down your leg, which you don't want that. You don't want it at all. It's not what you want. And one way that would make me feel better if you possibly could, please, is if you go to the YouTube channel and hit the subscribe button and smash the bell. That way you get updated and notified when we go live or when we upload different episodes or anything like that that's recorded, like this one, or if we upload like highlight clips that you may have not seen. All that and much more on the YouTube channel. And if you want to grab yourself some gear, like this M-Balm Effect mug where I got my coffee in. You get the logo here, the M-Balm Effect, of course, and this lovely shirt. Video game inspired, if you didn't know. You can grab one of these shirts. If you go to the mbalmeffect.com, you can get your gear there. Support the show, represent the dirty, helps us out. But, I'm not even asking for that. If you don't have the money, I understand. Tough times that we live in. Just go to the YouTube channel, helps us subscribe and hit the bell, helps us grow, and that is a free of charge thing that you can do. Like, share, follow, all that good stuff on social media. It really helps us out when you are able to help subscribe and give us some help here. We need the help. It's tough times. We're living here in 2025. We have Alligator Alcatraz. We never thought we'd ever see something like that in America, but hey, anything can happen. It's almost like the WWE. Anything can happen. No, nothing's off the table. I will say this, and when I say nothing's off the table, so episode 242 is currently being I hate to say this, but it's being edited for specific reasons. People were committing an indecent act of sex publicly, illegally. Illegal, indecent exposure and other criminal activities inside of the Bay of Sodus Point, where families were there excitingly having a good time with their families and children there. And people have their phones out because this is the world we live in. We live in a world where people have their phones out, they're recording, they're having a good time, they're enjoying their life as they should on a nice, beautiful 80-something, maybe 90-something degree day, because it's summertime here in the ROC and the outskirts of it. And people want to go outside, they want to be on their boat, they want to swim in a nice thing of water if they could. And Sodus Point, though, it's kind of almost impossible to enjoy that, I would say, luxury, because you have two goons having sex in Sodus Bay, where families can see you. And I won't give out names or anything like that, but somebody sent me a message that I didn't really like. And, it had to do with them because they were part of the video that was sent to me. Look, I'll be honest with you. It's your own fucking fault for having sex in the middle of public, in broad daylight. What is wrong with you? Did you not think this through? Did you not think that people have phones? You have satellite images that could get you from down like a bird's eye view. They would still see you. When you leave the house, there's cameras everywhere. And you're in a public area where there's people all over the place, boats, children, everything else in between, and here your dumbass is having sex in the middle of Sodus Bay thinking that it's fine. And that, God forbid anyone fucking is out there recording with their cell phone, having a good time, and they happen to catch my dumbass having sex in the middle of public in broad daylight. Well, they did. They did. And it's circulating the internet. And it got sent to me, the show. And you want to bitch? You want to complain? You didn't use my consent. Bitch, nobody consented to seeing your dumbass having sex with that broad in broad daylight. And their children definitely didn't consent to it, so who the fuck is at fault here? You dumbass. You stupid fucking idiot piece of shit. Next time when you want to have sex, go get a fucking room. Get a boat and fuck in the cabin area where go start an OnlyFans. Go do something with your life. You're a crybaby. Crybaby. Seriously. I mean, did you not think that one through? Both of you. I know who both of you are. I won't disclose names personally. I'm not going to do that. I should, but I'm not going to. There's enough people out there that know you personally, both of you, and they're already doing that. Are you going to give them good old-fashioned threats? Are you going to give them threats? I hope to God you are, so that way you can even look more stupid than you already are. You're dumb. You're dumb. You did the dumbest shit in the world, and you want to cry about it. How about this? Don't do dumb shit. You want to have fucking sex? There's plenty of places in the world where you can have sex all you want privately, and if you want people to fucking look at you, get a camera, go on OnlyFans, and get a paycheck for it. Everyone else and their brother's doing it, and their sister, and their mother, and their father, and their sister, and their brother, and everything else. Their stepsisters, they're all fucking hanging out of windows and getting trapped in dryers and washing machines. Why don't you do that? You're not a TikTok influencer. You're just two swamp goblins. That's all you are. You're swamp goblins trying to reenact the pornography from fucking God knows when. Do a real one in private where there's no children around. Please. Go build a tent in the backyard and fucking host an OnlyFans live show there if you want people watching you. It's not my fault and anyone else's fault that you're a dumb piece of shit who didn't even think this one through. By the way, that video was so horrible quality. I don't know who the fuck you people are. I can't tell who you are. I couldn't barely make out your features of your face, and the dipshit that messaged us privately, you had your back to the camera. I wouldn't know who the fuck you were. It could have been anybody. And here you are you're outing yourself. Willingly. People already know who you are, though. But you're out there willingly putting yourself out there like, hey, it's me on the video. Hey, I didn't know that. Thanks for the heads up, dumbass. I don't know what to tell you. That's your fault. It's how is it anyone else's fault? When you're outside having fucking sex, where there's families and children trying to have a good time, a beautiful fucking summertime, and here you two dumbass swamp goblins are, getting it on, doing the deed, in the middle of fucking Sodus Bay, where people are swimming, by the way, going underwater probably, maybe getting water in their mouth on accident, and here your dumbass is with all your stupid liquids from your dumbass body just spilling out in the middle of the fucking bay where people are fucking swimming. Do you understand how disgusting that is? That's a crime in itself. You're disgusting. So the next time you want to DM somebody, threatening somebody with this, that, or the other, why don't you think this one through? You broke the law. You're doing illegal, disgusting acts in the middle of public where children can see it. And it's everyone else's fault that you got videotaped. That I don't understand. That I don't get. And I won't get it. I don't care to get it. And I'm sure the people around you don't want to get it either. And what I'm talking about is the STDs you probably are spilling all over the place. So the next time you want to have sex with whoever, get a fucking room. Maybe get a paycheck with it. It's a fucking huge, everybody's doing it. I'm not doing it personally, but hey, if you can get away with it and get paid for it, then capitalize on that shit. You don't want videos of you having sex? Don't do it in public. I'm telling you right now. Everyone has a phone that is capable of recording you. And that's your own fault. I'll never understand why people cry when they commit crimes and there's things that happen after the fact. Let's put it that way. There's a reaction to what you did in the fucking bay. People are disgusted. I'm disgusted. I don't go to Sodus often, but I'm disgusted. I don't think I've ever swam in that water, and I don't plan on doing so anytime soon, if at all. Because I saw that, and I don't need to be in there. What do I need to be in there for? Speaking of crimes, because we love crime and we love to talk about it on this show. Well, one was committed in Aurora, Colorado. Can you believe that? Not Rochester this time. Nope. Not this time. Well, I'll tell you what. This lady here, her name is Amy Padden. She is the district attorney in Aurora, Colorado. And she has now done things that are controversial because people are up in arms, as they should be, because a man known as Solomon Galligan, age 33, 34, something like that, he's basically my age. He's my age, and he went to a school known as Black Forest Hills Elementary and attempted to kidnap an 11-year-old boy. Can you believe it? And I have video of this. There's video of this. Again, there's video. You break the law, there's video. Accountability needs to be had. And I'll play you that video. I will. That way you understand where I'm coming from. Let's play it. So here you go. As it's circled, the man on the bottom is the Solomon Galligan, the zombie-esque looking guy. Looks like he came from a TV show or a movie. I'll talk about that in just a moment. But look at him try to kidnap that child. Look at him. He is walking away. He's walking around. And then child, basically got away. He failed. The kid's like, oh, shit. And all these kids are like, what the hell's this grown-ass man doing just trying to pick up a kid? Now he's walking away. And this lovely district attorney thinks, yeah, he's incompetent. He doesn't need to be held accountable. Let's let him walk. Yeah, that's the best thing you could do. Let him walk. No big deal. You know what they're going to come out with next? In October? The walking pred. Why? Because this pred's walking away. That's right. He is walking away, and there's nothing anyone's going to do about it except for let him walk and probably have another second chance at life. And when I mean life, I mean having a good time and try to kidnap your children next. Or maybe the same child. I don't know. That's the problem here. Why is this guy getting the walk? Oh, he's incompetent. He's not all there. He's not all cooked. Well, just by looking at the guy, he is not all cooked. It's astounding. It's astounding how anybody could sit there and go, yeah, this guy, yep, he looks sane. He looks sane. He looks like he came out of the movie. That what was that movie back in the day? That classic, the cult classic? Oh, that's right. Night of the Living Pred. They thought the nightmare was over. They were wrong. In theaters this Halloween. Could you imagine what was the conversation there? What was the conversation there? How did he answer them? Now, Mr. Solomon, did you know that you were out there trying to kidnap an 11-year-old boy? Now, I understand the world is a horrible place, And I understand that the world that we live in today is very frustrating. I just don't understand why you thought it was a good idea to go to a school, an elementary school, and pick up a kid and try to kidnap him. Now, sir, do you realize that you broke the law? That's the conversation. That's the conversation, because he's a zombie. He's the unpred. And what are you going to do about it, people? Well, I don't know. That's the scary part. When you have the walking pred among you, because the pred walk among you, not the dead walk among you like I usually say, the pred walk among you, and people just, let them off. We saw that here in New York State. I talk about it all the time. Obviously, as you know, we have two of those people that got out of prison and killed somebody. They were a part of this Dollar Store Manson group and killed Sam Nordquist. Those two fuckers are no different than this guy. They might as well look like this. They are like this. And we literally live amongst the pred. And it's not even a bit at this point. It's a fucking fact. What are we doing in our society that's just allowing this nonsense to go on? What are your thoughts on it? Comment down below. Do you think it's fair that this Amy Padden decided to let him walk because he's incompetent? He's not mentally with it? I mean, just by looking at his actual picture, you already know. It's no different than, looking at the poster. It's not. Here you go. Here's your guy. That's him. He can barely keep his eyes open. What's going on there? Is he sleeping? Is he pretending to be dead? I don't know. But I'll tell you this. The next time your child is out playing in recess in Aurora, Colorado, you might find him not coming home because this man was given a second chance by DA Amy Padden, which, again, she just looks nuts. Herself, she looks nuts. There you go. She's crazy. You allow this guy to walk? This is the guy you think is okay? What is your problem? I mean, what is happening here? Somebody tell me, please. Did I miss something? We're letting this guy walk? Unbelievable. It's absolutely, I mean, does mental illness excuse dangerous actions these days? Is that what's going on? We just go, what's the big deal? It's no big deal. He's mentally incompetent. We can't just let him go. We can't just let him go. Or we have to let him go. We can't just let him go into the prison. God knows what'll happen to him there. I hope, it would be nice to see him behind bars because this guy doesn't look like he belongs out in society. Especially when is he infected with the T virus? Is that what's going on? Is that why? I mean, is he trying to eat a child for breakfast or afternoon lunch? Mental health needs help, not excuses. Especially this poor excuse of a living being. Whatever this, maybe he's living, I don't know. Maybe he's undead. I don't know. I don't want to know. I've lived my life knowing for the last 34 years, just learning that I don't want to know how people operate in their minds. I used to want to understand people to the extent of like, okay, why would they do? It's kind of good to do so, but I also don't want to get to the point where I'm like, okay, I understand why I could never understand anything like this, and I don't want to, nor do I need to. There's no reason for it, but it's fine. It's okay. The world is going to be a better place now that he's out, and maybe, just maybe, you'll see The Walking Pred this October. New season. Hosted by TME. Thank you for that network for bringing this up for you to watch, and maybe, hopefully, you can be entertained. So, don't know what to tell you. Look at this guy. It does. That poster doesn't look any different than his actual photo. It really doesn't. It's the same thing. It's literally the same thing. It's no different. There you go. Side by side, middle to middle, side, middle, and he's sleeping on the right side. I'll be honest with you. Solomon Galligan looks like he walked out of a meth lab and fell into a Romero flick. Or The Walking Pred. You're telling me this guy shouldn't at least Shouldn't he at least get a GPS ankle bracelet and an exorcism? That's what I think he should get. A little bit of an exorcism. Maybe that'll help him. I don't know, though. What do I know? I'm just a dumbass behind a microphone. This DA obviously knows better than I do about this situation, and she probably, like I said, had a conversation with him, and you could understand him, right? He's a very understanding. They probably offered him a soda pop, too. Solomon, you thirsty? Not for little boys, but for some soda? Okay. It's okay. We'll let you back out. What's the big deal? You know, what's the big deal in life? You let this guy walk, and God knows what he'll do. What's the sequel to this movie? Have no idea. Your thoughts down below in the comments, what you think is going to happen with this guy as he is out in society doing his thing. Because that's what he's doing. He's doing his thing. Now, last Saturday, I went with my wife and my son to the carnival in the town of Webster. And that there is a show in itself. Now, we missed the show that happened because it was a Saturday night. That was when my sciatic nerve was starting to bug. And we kind of left a little early. We had a little food and whatnot. It was a decent time. They had some new rides there. Me, personally, I wouldn't go on the rides there anymore as a grown man. Because as I look at videos online of these quick put-up carnival rides, you see the malfunctions that happen and people spinning out of the air and plummeting to their death or God knows what else. But here in the town of Webster, outside of Rochester, you get a whole different show. I would say the rides are safer than being out of the rides because then things like this happen. Everyone's having a good time. You get some nice UFC fights in the carnival, and here comes the police now. They want to get in on the action. Yeah. The po-po, look, throwing her down. Get the hell out of here. He wants to take over. He wants to control the situation. Everyone's just, it's like a little mini UFC fight in the middle of the carnival at Webster, in the town of Webster. Everyone's having a great time fighting. Who needs rides when you have fights to commit? Who needs rides when you have fun watching what happens on the ground? You're giving a show. Could you imagine you're spinning around and then you see people throwing fists like, wait, hold on. Pause the ride for a second. I want to watch this. Let me. And then the next thing next turn around, you fucking see cops throwing people on the ground. You're like, hold on, stop the ride. I want to watch this. It's a free show. You don't have to pay to get in the carnival. You just enter the carnival. You walk around. You get your sourdough. Maybe gobble down some glizzies. I think they're like $7 a piece. I don't remember. But you choke down some beautiful glizzies, you know? And then you get in a fist fight with the guy next to you because he looked at you wrong. You looking at me, bitch? You looking at me, bitch? You don't like the way I suck down these glizzies? Fuck you! That's pretty much what happened. And it's nothing new. These carnivals end up having problems like that. But at least it gives you something to look forward to when you're walking the Webster Carnival or wherever you go. I mean, this carnival isn't really unique in this sense. There's other carnivals out there that do this, that have people out there fighting and God knows what else. I could say, though, at least there was no gunshots, because that's something you look forward to sometimes, but, you know, not really. You just want to see a good old-fashioned fight once in a while. The cops get in, they break it up, and you feel like you're a movie star because you're walking through a crowd of people gathering around a fight. It's like when I went to lock-in back 20 years ago, and there was a huge fight, and some people brought in brass knuckles and a gun and a knife. I don't know. They brought in some illegal weapons, and then it was like moving around a crowd on a fucking dance floor, and then people were fighting, and it was a good time. I had fun that night. I probably would have had fun watching this, but we missed it. We missed it. Hey, at least somebody recorded it. Thank you. Are these people going to threaten you? Are they going to DM you now, threaten you for recording them without their consent? It's a public place. You're committing crime. You're committing crime in the middle of public. And you want to cry that people got you in video and are sharing it with their friends and family and newborn babies that are being born into the world. You go, as the baby's coming out of the womb and out of the woman's yaya, you just go, hey, look at this real quick. This is the world you're born into. I hope you have fun. I hope you have fun. The next 20 years of your life will be nothing but lies. And then when you get to a point in adult life, you look at the world and go, wow. I was really born into a beautiful fucking world, wasn't I? People getting fucking blown up in airplanes and fights happening all across these beautiful amusement parks and carnivals and submersibles imploding on itself because dumb billionaire people that think that they're the smartest thing in the world thought that they were better than everyone else, telling them that their submersible wasn't up to par for the depths of the ocean that they wanted to go on. I watched that documentary, by the way, and that Stockton Rush guy was a fucking moron. But just imagine being born into the world and your uncle comes up to you, you're screaming out of the woman's yaya, and the next thing you know, you're watching a video. You don't even know what the fuck's going on. This is brand new to you. Your vision's all fucking blurry and everything, but you hear the fights. You hear it. You hear the fights. You hear the screaming. You hear the impacts of the punches and the kicks, and you go, oh my, this is what I've been hearing for the last 9 months with mommy and daddy. Is this what I've been born into? And then you just want to get back in the womb. You're like, fuck this. You're doing everything. You're fighting the doctors. You're fighting everyone. You're like, let me back in. Let me in. Let me in. You would just rather stay where you were because the world in there was nice. It was safe. Except for the couple of times where the stomach might have went into you because of the things you were hearing and experiencing in your mother's womb. But it's okay. It's the world we live in, unfortunately. But what do I know? What I do know, though, is Webster has been controversial in the last, well, I shouldn't even say year. It's been, we've had a lot of controversy in that town for a long time. People setting fires to 7 houses, shooting at firefighters, doing all this shit. Well, last year we talked about it. We discussed it. We showed the video. I'm not going to show the video again. I think we've all seen it. I don't want to see it again. It's just a long, drawn-out thing. But I will say, Sandra Doorley, the district attorney of Monroe County, is finally somewhat getting held accountable. Kind of. And I'll explain a little bit. So last year's viral video, we all saw it. She did her thing. And yeah, she was using her power to do whatever it took to get out of a speeding ticket. And this woman now, she created an apology, by the way, which I think you all watched it. I didn't play it because I thought it was just a load of horse shit. But if you saw it, you could kind of, you could tell. It's very disingenuous. And you just go, really, lady? You're not sorry at all. You're not sorry at all. You're not sorry at all. You thought this was a joke. You wanted to go to your house. You think everyone else is better than you. I mean, look at this. Look at this photo here of her showing the badge to the cops that were pulling her over. I'm an important person in the world, especially here in Monroe County. You can't do this to me. How could you do this to me? I'm Sandra Doorley. I'm Sandra Doorley. Well, the state commission now recommends public censure, and the timeline for her resignation isn't clear, but August 4th is her deadline. Okay? So it'll be interesting to see what happens to Sandra Doorley. I'm not sure if she's going to resign or not. I'm not sure. Here she is in her public apology. This is a screenshot from that video. If she resigns, though, if she resigns before August 4th, if she resigns early, we vote. Which, I don't know about you, but I'm kind of over voting. As we all can tell, nothing changes when we vote. Vote. People get elected. You get one asshole out, and you get an even bigger asshole in. I guess the better part of a bigger asshole is they can fuck you easier. A little bit. No lube. But the point I'm trying to make is, regardless of Sandra Doorley resigning or not resigning, doesn't matter, because if she does not resign early, our beautiful governor, Kathy Hochul, will pick somebody as a replacement. So let me just ask you the question. Leave your comments down below. What do you think of this situation? She's berating the cops in the video that we saw in that episode that we did a year ago, and I'm sure all you saw it. And is this a what do you call it? Is this proper? Is this the right way to go? Leave it down in the comments. I'm sure somebody will say some fun stuff to put in there. And, what should accountability look like in public office? It's a good question, right? I think we're a year or two late. This public apology that she made shouldn't have made a difference. Shouldn't have made a difference at all. Because she was way more over the board of where she stood. She should have never used her role in power to do what she did. And she thought, hey, it's no big deal. I'm a district attorney. I can do whatever I want. I am the most important person in the world, and I know the officers' names by heart, and I sure as hell shouldn't be held accountable for my actions. I can't believe they would do this to me. I don't know why I'm getting pulled over. I don't know why they're bothering me in the town of Webster where I live. I don't know why my life is going to hell in a handbasket. Because you suck. Maybe you should have pulled over on Phillips Road or wherever it was that you were, and you should have done the right thing and just fucking take your ticket and leave. If you got pulled over for speeding, sat there like a good little girl with your fucking hands on the steering wheel, and you said, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. You're a white woman. You're not going to get shot. Yes, sir, yes, sir. You would have gotten a little bit of a ticket. You can afford it. You're making decent money, and you wouldn't have been in this position. Instead, you took the wrong turn. You went down your road. You went home. You had them follow you home. If somebody like me were to do that, I would have been tased, thrown to the ground, probably have a knee on my neck, maybe killed, and if I survived it, thrown in the back of a cop car, lose everything that I ever fucking worked for. But you get to get away with it. If I were to lead a cop or a series of police officers on a chase, which this was, then it would have been a different story. If us everyday Joes were to do that, we wouldn't get a slap on the wrist and then a year later, oh, maybe now you should resign. No, it would have been right there and then, and we would have been fucked. Tased, handcuffed, beaten with a billy club. I don't know what to tell you, but this is your fault. Again, breaking the law, gets captured on camera, and you want to cry about it. I don't get it. When do the brains ever get in here? Or did these people never have brains to begin with? I don't know. It always astounds me how people that have a lack of reasonable thinking and logic and rationality, they somehow get higher up fucking roles in the world. We've seen judges do shit, police officers, district attorneys. We've seen it all. We've seen it all. Sandra, I wish you the best in your future endeavors. I don't know what to tell you, but you did what you did. And that's on you, homegirl, home fry. Don't know what to tell you. What I will tell you, though, is it's an end of an era for somebody and something. And that end of an era is The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. It's been canceled, according to Deadline, by CBS. The show will be ending in May of 2026 at the end of the broadcast season. Colbert is notated for saying, I'm not being replaced. This is all just going away. CBS says that the move was purely financial decision against a challenging backdrop in late night. Well, let's be honest with you. Who's staying up late to watch this guy that is probably tired from working and having a family and everything else? I mean, by the way, look at that screenshot they have up there. That was the most cringeworthy thing I've ever seen. And look, I'm not saying that nobody here has done anything cringy, but Jesus Christ, you're getting paid money for it. We do it for free. That's what real people do. This guy here is he's worth $75 million, I believe, from what I understand. He'll be fine. If look at it this way. People every day on our level, everyday people, everyday schmucks, working everyday jobs, earning an everyday salary. Say somebody who's getting $50,000 a year, has a family, maybe they have a wife, husband, 2 kids, whatever, doesn't matter. And you lose your job because of financial decisions made in the company. You are going to suffer. You may lose your house. You may lose your ass. You may lose everything. And then you might be definitely eating, your kids are be eating out of a trash can tin from a deli over in Clinton Avenue. And what are you going to do about that? What are you going to do about that? Oh, that's right. We live in Rochester. We're used to this. We've been eating garbage since 1918. Thank you, Nick Tahoe. Thank you for getting us used to eating trash in 2025. We're so used to it now. Our stomachs have come to the point where even if we found an apple core or a banana peel in the garbage plate, it ain't going to affect us. It ain't going to affect us. Now, if we eat a nice broccoli or a lean piece of meat, then we might have some stomach issues and end up in a Taco Bell bathroom. I don't know what to tell you. What I will tell you is this. Who's really hurting here? Stephen Colbert can handle this loss. I'm sure if he doesn't retire, he's 61 years old. He can find another position somewhere. It might not be with CBS. It might be somewhere else. And realistically, though, I mean, how funny is the guy? I don't really know because I don't really watch him. But from the things that I've seen, I'm not laughing. There's nothing, I don't find it funny. I don't know. I just, it's not my cup of coffee, so to speak. Maybe you find it funny, and that's good for you. But I'm not going to cry tears that he's not going to be on the late night show anymore, that the late night show is gone, the late show, whatever the hell it's called. I am not going to, my life's not going to change any way, shape, or form because of this. Maybe yours will. But look, he's worth millions. He'll be fine. The world will go on. There will be more zombies trying to kidnap children. And, you know, as far as I'm concerned, it'll be fine for Mr. Colbert. But, hey, somebody out there is upset, I'm sure. They're probably like, well, what the hell? What are we going to do now? What are we going to watch? What are we going to watch? And I'll tell you what to watch. The M-Balm effect, baby. Watch that. We dive into some stuff. We do. We dive into stuff. You know? We don't go MIA like the Epstein files. We don't sweep things under the rug here. We're out in the open. We don't do things in the shadows. We don't do things in the shadows. We don't just go, hey, it exists, and now it doesn't anymore. It exists. It doesn't anymore. Don't you worry about it. Don't you worry about it. I won't talk too much about that right now. I'd like to have the co-hosts in here for that conversation. But it's a little, come on, did we not see this coming? If you, remember, day one. We're in July. Now it never existed. Oh, it was on her desk. Now it doesn't exist. But you know what does exist? Alligator Alcatraz. Again, why is anyone voting anymore? Did you not think this through? Let's think about this for a moment. Just please think about it for a moment. No matter who we get in there, our lives don't change for the better. It never has. And I don't want to get too much into politics, but it never has. I know Stephen Colbert loves politics, and I know he's more one-sided than the other, blah, 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 blah. But I will say this. Nothing changes for the better for us when either of these parties get in office. It's like a fucking revolving door. 4 years, you get a Democratic president. The next 4 years, you get a Republican president. There's a huge bunch of controversies with both of them. And they hand you two mainstream shit choices, and everyone's like, oh, you gotta pick the lesser of the two evils. If you don't pick the lesser of the two evils, we're all gonna go to hell in the handbasket. We're gonna go to hell in the handbasket either way, you dumb fuck. Doesn't matter who you choose. Remember South Park? Turd, sandwich, whatever the hell it was. It's literally it's literally real life. You don't even have to watch South Park anymore. The writers of South Park have to do nothing. All they got to do is watch the news, look at media outsources, and they just have ideas coming to them for free of charge. They don't even have to think. The writers don't even have to write. They just watch the news, maybe spin some things on it, and they throw it up on their fucking cartoons, and there you go. There's your South Park episode. you don't have to do much work. We are literally living in Comedy Central. We don't have to watch it anymore. We don't have to turn that TV on. Cancel your cable providers, everyone, because we live in a fucking network TV already. And it's a comedy. It's a sitcom. Everyone's household is a sitcom because it's the United States of comedy. That's what we're living in. And what are you going to do about it? What am I going to do about it? Go vote. Go vote, because voting is where your voice is heard. Is it really? Is voting where you have two shit choices now? Everyone's going to say, well, what about the third party? Third parties don't have a chance. Have you not noticed that? Oh, by the way, if you live in New York State, you cannot ever vote for third party people anymore. The last governor election, you couldn't vote for Larry Sharpe, the libertarian choice, who I thought was perfect for that spot. Oh, you gotta choose between Lee Zeldin and Kathy Hochul. That's your only choices. You gotta choose. Otherwise, you die. Some people have, actually. Some people have died because of policies set in place by the current governor and her constituents and the people that were in before her. Mr. Andy. Remember that guy? Remember Andy Cuomo? Is he still trying to run for mayor? I don't know. I haven't been keeping up on the New York City mayor elections. I haven't really been keeping up on that. Is Eric Adams staying? I don't know. Or do we get the other guy? I don't even know what the other guy's name is. Mamdani? Is that his name? I don't even. Don't judge me. I don't care what happens in New York City because I see what happens in New York City and I just cringe. I go, oh my God, another woman's on fire in the subway. That was disgusting, by the way. I had the video. I wasn't playing that on the show. That was just not going to happen. That was disturbing, and I'm sorry to even have watched it. And if you watched it, I'm sorry that your eyes witnessed that. But that is the shit that's going on in New York State, not alone New York City. I'm not saying that people are getting burned alive all the time in other places, or even in New York City. But it's that level of crime that you look at and you go, wow, how did we get here? How did we get here? Well, Aurora, Colorado seems to be following suit. We saw that. Remember, don't forget this October, The Walking Pred, new season in October, hosted by the network of TME. I hope you enjoy. And after that, don't forget, check out the movie theaters this Halloween. They thought the nightmare was over. They were wrong. Night of the Living Pred. Brought to you by the M-Balm effect. That's the world we're living in currently. It's a sad state of affairs. I don't know what to expect in the world that we live in or in the country that we live in. I don't know what to expect anymore. I can tell you this, though. It's disturbing. It is almost demoralizing. But that's where we are. But hey, it's okay. People are crying because Colbert's losing his show and needs to realize he'll just be fine. Okay? He'll be fine. He'll be fine sipping wine in his, I think, $6 million house, mansion, whatever. Doesn't matter. Bob from Miranda quite though. He lost his job, $45,000 a year, has a family of 4. Well, now he has to decide either between getting the bread or getting the milk, or even getting the eggs. And if you get the eggs, you go bankrupt. You get the eggs, Bob. It's over. House is gone, foreclosed on. You'll be eating trash at a deli. Your kids will be eating banana peels out of a fucking trash can tin. And there'll be nobody else to blame but yourself because you started working at a company that needed to make a financial decision. That's where we are. And Bob, I mean, if you're in that state, I've been there, Bob. I've been there. The company I worked for, formerly known as Schwann's, I worked there for quite a bit of years. And my position in that company was eliminated, and I, too, understand what it's like to lose a position, to get laid off. It's not fun. Your best bet is to probably work as a McDonald's cashier. At least, hey, a lot of people that work at McDonald's, if you keep your nose clean, I mean, you're earning a decent wage. What is the wage now? $16, $17 an hour for a McDonald's burger flipper or cashier? I mean, it's not hard to see. Companies like it when you get that kind of money. They don't, I mean, they kind of don't. They like it. They miss. Companies reminisce about the days where people were earning like $8 an hour. See, when I started working 20 years ago in the workforce, minimum wage was like $7.15. Companies loved it. They got off on it. They would look at the security cameras and go, oh God, ooh, that gets me so hyped up. Whoo, thinking about it. I make all this money and those little fucking bastards down there on the ground level, they earn that $7.15. They earn it. They have oil burns on their arms and their face, but it's okay, they're earning it. Me, I make pretty goddamn good money, and I just sit here watching a security camera on the phone all day, making emails. Companies miss those days. It's like the golden era. They look, but it's like how we talk about Christmas back in the 90s. Remember that time? Do you remember that time? I remember that time. Do you? Do you? Do you? I remember the time when we had a guy named Billy, and he worked his ass off in the fryers. He was the best fry man we've ever had. $7.15 that man earned, and boy, did he earn it. And one day, the guy behind him who was cooking on the grill got a little upset with him. Said, hey, man, you're not cooking them fries enough. They're up here getting the raw potatoes. And Billy said, no, they're not. They're not raw. I like it raw, but they're not raw. They're cooked. I let them cook. I let them simmer. You got to bathe in the moonlight. Quote me on that. Who said that? If you know, you know. Quote it down in the comments down below. And the man grilling the burgers, put Billy's face in the fryer, and he earned that $7.50 hard as fuck that night. And they reminisce about it like it's Christmas from 1998. They're like, oh, remember the good times. Now we watch people slip and fall and sue the company for $17 an hour. How dare you? That's the world we live in. Capitalism isn't the perfect way, but it's the way we have to get used to. And I'm not saying any other way is even any better, because regardless of what you think, we are where we are. And I thought there was going to be a little bit of a change during COVID, but there's some things that change, but we have a lot to work on. Livable wages need to happen. But until then, these companies are going to, McDonald's especially, they go through fucking employees like it's changing their underwear, drinking water. It's no big deal to them. They just do whatever they do, and they earn hand over fist. And the burgers, I mean, you look at remember the dollar menu? Again, you reminisce about, oh my God, remember the dollar menu? Remember those days when you could just get a double cheeseburger for $1? And then people back then were like, oh my God, remember the days you could get cheeseburger for 25 cents? Those days are gone. Those days are long gone. And Stephen Colbert will be just fine. He will be just dandy. Life for him is going to be fine. And there's nothing more anybody can do about it. Nothing more anyone's going to do about it. But we talked a lot about today. We talked a lot about the swamp goblins in Sodus Point. We talked about how they were out in public doing horrible shit and crying about, well, one disappeared. The one disappeared. You won't hear from her. And the other one's out there just pissing and moaning because he got caught. Well, it is what it is. And maybe next time when you're doing the dirty, when you're doing the deed, you won't be out in public. You just won't be. I would hope not. Again, children were there, and they probably saw you without consent. Parents should be DMing you the same thing you DM'd us. Matter of fact, you don't DM that at all. You just do it. You just do it. For those of you out there who haven't followed or subscribed to the M-Balm Effect on YouTube, please go to our YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button. Smash the bell like they smashed in Sodus Point. Hard as fuck. And go to our URL here, thembalmeffect.com. You can go on there, watch shows, listen to shows. They're all hosted by different sources and stuff. And you can go on there and buy some stuff from the M-Balm Effect shop. Support the show, represent the dirty. We appreciate that. But you don't have to spend money to support us. For free of charge. Go to the YouTube channel, smash the bell, and you'll be updated and notified when we upload new episodes, go live with episodes, or other various events and upload new content, whether it be, exclusive to the channel or, highlight clips. Blacktop breakdowns a part of that too, which once in a while I'll go on there as I'm driving from destination to destination to get some things out of my head. Unlike the guy in Sodus Point. You know what I'm saying? In private, sort of. But until then, I hope you're all doing well. This is episode number 243. I hope you enjoyed tonight's show. And until next time, stay the fuck out of the water in Sodus Point, please, because you might get the STD, you might get a disease. And for the Lord of all mercy, please, if you're a DA out there, don't let the night of the living pred get to everyone, please. We have enough walking pred around here as it is. And people like Skeet Hanson's trying to skeet him off the street. Okay? That's all I'm going to say. I hope you're all doing well. Have a good one. I'm your host, the M-Balm. This is the M-Balm Effect. Bye!
Well, there goes the neighborhood. It's a good thing no one got seriously hurt.
Oh my God!
Whoops, spoke too soon. Don't get too wrecked. See you on the next one.
The M-Balm Effect.